Hello fragrance family, welcome to Fragrance Therapy. I'm your host Alan. Now there's something super appealing about an easy to grab and go blue fragrance. Not everything out there has to be super complex, but with that being said, blue fragrances do kind of fall into a trap. They all start to come off a little samey. So I was really interested when Neeb, aka Aromatix, said he was going to be releasing a blue fragrance with this latest release, which is Frostbite, and this being his take on a blue fragrance. So let's talk about the scent profile, performance, and my overall thoughts. With that all said, let's dive in. First and foremost, if you enjoy honest, affordable fragrance content, please hit that like and subscribe button. So that small act from you really helps new creators like me out. Thank you for all those who have already subscribed. Okay, so quick fragrance lesson for the day. I know some people, especially those new to this fragrance community, they hear blue fragrance and have no idea what the heck that means. So let me break it down. All it means, it's typically referring to like versatile, fresh, clean smelling scents. They usually include aquatic, citrusy, and soapy notes. They're almost always designed to be super mass appealing and easy to wear. Probably the most famous blue fragrances out there are like Bleu de Chanel, obviously it's in the name, but also like Dior Sauvage and YSL. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what blue fragrances mean if you didn't know. But with that, lessons over, let's get into this fragrance itself. Okay, so from what I've heard, Neeb worked with a master perfumer to create this scent profile, and it's not just any perfumer. We're talking about Jean-Christophe Hérault. That is the creator of the original Creed Aventus. And with this one, in typical Aromatix fashion, they took inspiration from other blue fragrances, but they definitely made it their own and gave us an original creation. They kept the citrusy fresh and that soapy cleanness that blue fragrances are known for, but with this one, they dosed up sweet, juicy fruits. Let's take a look at the notes. On top, you get blueberry, mango, green apple, bergamot, and cardamom. The standout fruit in here is blueberry, which is actually kind of cool because blueberry doesn't get featured a lot in men's fragrances. I would say mango is also there, but it does take a little bit of a backseat to the blueberry. Apple is very common in blue fragrances. It gives it like a crisp airiness to it. In the mid, you get lavender, violet, jasmine, geranium, pink pepper, and vetiver, clean florals, and fresh spices. In the base, you get amber, vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, cedarwood, ambergris, and oak moss. All those notes are like richer, they're deeper. It helps balance the fragrance out and also gives it a more traditional masculine touch. And honestly, the initial opening doesn't even come off very blue. It's much more of a mixed fruit type of fragrance. Think like something like Herba Pura. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I know it's trendy to hate Herba Pura. I personally like that DNA. And I'm also not saying it smells exactly like Herba Pura in the opening. It just gives me those vibes. After the initial blast of juicy fruits, that more traditional blue fragrance profile does break through. It's clean, it's fresh, it's super easy to wear, especially with those clean florals. For me though, that blueberry is the most prominent in the opening, and somehow it lingers throughout the dry down as well. Honestly, I know juicy fruit accords are really hard to make last, so I'm not really sure how they pulled that off. And that mango is there, though it takes a backseat, still present, and I'm a sucker for a good mango accord. The entire thing comes off super easy to wear and super lovely. Now we all know Neeb is all about performance. This is an extrait de parfum like his other releases. Exceptional longevity for a freshie, right out of the box, 7.5 hours-ish. I anticipate with some maturation, this is going to be 8+ hour range. That's what happened with all his other freshies. Also strong projection for the first hour or so. I think this fragrance is versatile enough. You can use it all year around, but this will shine obviously in the spring and summer. If you do want to wear this in the winter, I suggest maybe you overspray it a bit. Overall, blue scents do work really well for the office or for the school, and this is no exception. I would say this is unisex, but it definitely leans masculine, especially because of that dry down. So yeah, it is not like a traditional take on a blue fragrance, and I'm actually glad that he went that route. Man, that blueberry just really pops. I love it. Oh man. Really, the opening is just really attention grabbing. So what would I rate this? I would say it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. I would be hard pressed to find someone that outright hates this fragrance. It is just so mass appealing, easy to wear, brings its own character with those juicy fruits. I heard Neeb say he wanted to create an easy to wear, easy to reach for grab and go fragrance. He 100% succeeded with this one. Another great release. I enjoyed most of Aromatix releases, but I do not love all of them. You can check out my last review for Naughty Dates. Just wasn't for me. But even when the fragrance is not for me, it is never poorly made, is never outright bad. It's always high quality, exceptional value. It's just that sometimes my taste doesn't match, but most of his fragrances I absolutely love. With each one, I can tell he cares. You can tell there's a sense of passion and artistry that goes into these. And this one especially is right up my alley. I have seen Neeb get some backlash online, especially from the trolls on Fragrantica. But I guess that's just what like success brings. People just want to bring you down. I say keep doing what you're doing, my guy. I find it all quite inspiring actually. So yeah, at the end of the day, if you're looking for an easy to rock, mass appealing, compliment getting type of fragrance, this is going to be a winner for you. So those are my thoughts on the latest release from Aromatix and French Avenue. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this one and what you think. And if you haven't yet, which of Aromatix's releases is your favorite? At this point, I have all 10 of his fragrances, so maybe a ranking video is in order. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that as well. And please hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep growing this channel together. And as always, stay tuned for more honest, affordable fragrance content. Until next time, I'm out.